Greetings! Welcome to the devlog for Big Patch 2 of Update 98 of Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades. We're going to start off as always with a quick sound check. Make sure your speakers aren't up too high. Wonderful. So what have we got for you this week? Well, the fact that we've got the actual sound check out should be a bit of a clue. This being a big patch, we've got a whole bunch of bug fixes, which I will get to in a bit, but we're going to start with some toys. That's right, I've got some more Meat Fortress content for you, which means we're going to need a volunteer. I don't know, maybe, I never know who to torture. The medic would be funniest. Pop that down there. We're going to start with a new throwable for the heavy, and I give you the Bear Trap, this beautiful new creation from Pi Savvy. This is a spawn lockable throwable for the heavy. So we can pull one out here, we can grab either side of it and pull it down, and it will snap open like so. We can do a number of things with this. Why, we can first drop them on the ground. Worst job imaginable. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Medic. I actually don't know how long it will take the medic to wander into that. Commands. Set behavior to wander. All right. Activate all. No? Select all. Set behavior to wander. There we go. Activate all. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Well, we'll just use it like this. Ha! So as you can see, these are maybe not as reliable as they should be. Let's see if this works. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? This worked perfectly fine. There we go. With a little more force. Clearly needs some tuning. Wow. Embarrassing. But, if you just... I didn't even mean to do that. Oh, let's do that again. Let's pop that out there. As you can see, when spawn locking is enabled, they will disappear about 10 seconds after they go off. And that's so you just don't have, 100 million of them that you have to, pick up and then reset. I'm gonna do that again. Oh, the scout's brief life cut short. Let's try this one more time. I wonder if it has to do with where they are in their walk cycle when they go over it. We can probably fix this though. We can fix this. If not, I'll keep tweaking them. This is obviously a new type of item for the game. All right, command. Select all. Set behavior to wander. Oh, it still thinks those other ones exist. This is so glitchy. Activate. There we go.
Time is falling.
Well, it worked that time. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's just spawn you active. Do. Oh, this is so messed up. Oh. Oh, this one. Oh. It's like Russian roulette. Oh man, they're all walking the right way. 4, 5. Oh, lucky number 5. Oh, I am so sorry for this. So that's right, I did say heavy, and so I've got an alt gun for the heavy as well. Basically a bit of a kit bash by myself, as while the minigun has been good fun for the heavy, I don't know, I needed something. I got in a bit of a big gun kick recently, and so I give you the aerial Denier. Your portable six-barreled twin assembly anti-aircraft cannon. That was satisfying. Yes, that's right. We have a even bigger minigun. This fires the 18 by 50 millimeter pack-a-wallop that the sniper's gun fires, because it's the analog to a 50 BMG. So this is in many ways an analog to a 50 BMG machine gun, with some fun barrels there. And as you can see, it's a little difficult to control, as well. Anything this powerful needs to be, you know, balanced somehow. Sorry, fellas. Not the most accurate gun, but certainly still quite effective. Let's try this at a bit more of a distance. Oh. Go ahead and swap that out. Holds 120 rounds in this very large mag. Well, the rounds are pretty big. So there you have it. There is our new ridiculous new toys. I hope you enjoy it. This certainly, it's trust me, it's fun in video. It's even more fun in person, and continues once again. It's one of the reasons I love doing a Meat Fortress gun every now and again, is it gives me this opportunity to play with form factors and power levels of things that don't make sense with a real world gun. And in the case of this one, making something that the sort of combined recoil and jitter impulse makes it something that, well, here, I'll show you where my controller actually is with this, just so you can get a sense of how I'm controlling this. So yeah, you gotta fight with it, but that's part of what makes it feel as powerful as it is. Anywho, let's jump out of VR and talk about all of the bug fixes and tweaks that have come along in this update, that are a bunch of which are especially focused on making things smoother for custom content. Yo! Well, I hope you all enjoy that new big weapon of meaty destruction. But let's talk about various sorts of bug fixes and tweaks. So basically, I've noticed a sort of uptick recently in bugs and errors from folks who are playing around with mod content, and in most cases it has nothing to do with the way that the mod has been coded. Most of the folks making that stuff have been doing an awesome job. It actually relates to the fact that there's a bunch of systems in H3 that were coded around assumptions that are no longer true. And the problems are most commonly occurring when people insert content, try it out, and then remove it after something about that content has been serialized into the game's save data. Anyone who has modded Skyrim knows that if you pull mods back out, you're never loading a save game using those mods ever again. It's just never going to work. H3 obviously doesn't have separate save slots for its global save data, so this is something that I need it to fail way more gracefully than most games in this context would. And so the way the item spawner now works is it's a lot more guarded when it goes to display things from the vault. I added in a whole bunch of extra checks. And if anything in a vault file, not just the primary object, but anything attached, if any sort of ID is missing, it suppresses and hides that file completely. So if at any point you're like, I know I vaulted a gun, but it's not here anymore. Now, now with the new behavior, it simply means that you no longer have the content installed for H3 to display or use that gun, instead of it just like turning on every icon in the vault and just having them all be the pistol icon and just being super Borkin looking. It now fails far more elegantly. Beyond that, there is a change in the way that the last character that you played in Take and Hold is stored, because now knowing that that can be inserted and removed, once again, it's set up to fail more gracefully. If the system can't find the last character you played, it just defaults you back to classic loadout Lewis, instead of completely breaking. So that's in there now. And yeah, and I just added in a couple extra checks and guards in a bunch of places. There's also a change. This is relevant to custom map makers, where there's now a component you can ask any of the folks in the sort of mod community, in those channels in the Discord, about the specifics of this. I don't know how they're going to integrate it, but I added a new component that allows you to define a spawn point for an encryption and say which ones of the encryptions can spawn in those points. So if you want to specifically design, like, the regenerative should only go here, here, and here, you can now define that stuff instead of having to make every spawn point theoretically, like, logically workable for every type of encryption. So that's in there for you folks. Let's see what else. Yeah, and then just a bunch of other assorted fixes, colors of a couple objects, a geo hole or two. Fixed that weird bug with the big boomer where if you just fired the right barrel on its own, you didn't get a gun sound. Missing health bar in the mini arena. Sorry to the user who reported that a couple times, that it took me so long to fix that. Yeah, and the help screens should now actually work for everyone in the sampler platter. There were like 4 bugs that were provoked when I did the grenade changeover, and it took me a while to find them all, but I found them all and I fixed them all. So that should all work. Cool. So that is about it for this week. Just a PSA, I'm probably not going to be around next week, as I am getting my second vaccine jab on Thursday afternoon. And what at least I've heard on for you to, if you cannot have anything to do the day after, it's generally a good thing. So I am probably going to be napping, and if I'm conscious, I'm probably just gonna be semi-consciously, I don't know, hydrating and playing Valheim or something like that. So I will see you folks all in 2 Fridays. With either I might do one more big patch. We'll see. I do need to do one more big patch because I need to finish migrating over the explosives, and then we'll finally be able to call update 98 a wrap and move on to the alpha cycle for update 99, which will be Take and Hold level focused. So anywho, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.